And to think, I could have done it all with this little suitcase. Oh man. Hey y'all, this little Porta unit was made by a company by the name of Universal Electric in the 60s, roughly 1961 through 68, I think. A single, simple unit sold for around $395–400, and a complete unit sold for around $1,200, which for back in the 60s was a lot of money for this little thing. And it can be used as a table saw, a drill press, a saber saw, a jigsaw, a shaper, a table saw, a disc sander, and I believe a what do you call it? Oh rats, I'm drawing a blank here, but let's see. Hey my friends, I'm going to show you all this little tool. I thought you'd like it. It was given to me a couple of years ago to go in my tool museum here. A shop decorated with antique tools. Guess I ought to invite American pickers over, huh? How are y'all doing today, my friends? Wanted to let you know something. I am so blessed with my YouTube experience here. So many wonderful, wonderful people that I meet and talk to. And y'all are all just the best. Let me tell you, I am honored by it. And I have been really blessed. Not with money from this or anything like that. I mean, if I'm lucky and dead lucky, the ads that I get on my few videos equal a couple of $100 a month. I think the highest it's ever hit was $300. And that kind of stuff doesn't even pay for resin or something like that. So it's nothing about the money. It's about helping y'all. And the reason I'm mentioning that is I want to help other YouTubers who do woodwork and resin work and haven't gotten so many subscribers and aren't that well known, but do some beautiful work. So with every video or every other video, I'm going to try and give a little shout out to somebody and a little bit of help. And I ran into a gentleman. The reason I found his video was he had a shopsmith tool, and those things have always interested me. It's a multi-tool that you could buy with a table saw attachment and a band saw and a drill press and a sander and probably a few other things. And he had one. And in watching a few of Mike's videos, he's just such a lovable, likable guy, as are so many people. I want to start helping a few folks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm on the downhill of that cough, and it's still biting me here a little bit. Mike has a little YouTube channel, The Frugal Fixer Spike. The Frugal Fixer Spike. And I'll put a link in this video to Mike's channel. And let's see if we can't help him get a few more subscribers and grow his channel. And like I was saying, guys, I'm going to try this with anybody that I can help that's in my facet. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we don't do jewelry and bake cakes here. But, well, with that said, I am a pretty good baker, guys. I'll get you a few recipes one day. Grew up in the restaurant business for a few years. Excuse me. So let's see if we can help Mike out a little bit, y'all. And sorry for being so long-winded, but let me show you this little tool. It's just too cool. It is working. There it is, guys, set up as a table saw. The table has a little tilt swivel on the back. It will tilt to, I think, a 25 degree. It will not do a 45. It has its little slide, and it has an adjustable fence here. Not the most accurate thing in the world. We got it a little better today. This is an insert for the blade, but after 30 minutes with the blade sitting in the right place, the insert will not go in because of the mount. And I don't have an instruction book. So, table saw is set up. And I wouldn't cut anything on that in a million years. That shaft on that blade is bent. But it's a, what, 50-year-old relic? And here it is set up as a sander, guys. Alright, my friends, and here it is with the scroll saw on it. And this is really unique, a scroll saw table. Just recently, Rockwood or Rockwell, I think it's Rockwood, has made one like this. Where the jigsaw blade comes from the bottom. You can build your own with a standard jigsaw by mounting it upside down in a box. But for back in the 60s, God, what would that be? 40, 60 years ago. Pretty unique. And guys, here it is set up as a shaper. And I have it laying down right now. It's supposed to be in the upright position. Like this. Oh, camera's not getting wide enough. Standing up like that. To be a flat surface table. There's a particular piece that goes for it to make it stand up like that. And I don't have that piece. But it's a shaper. Running boards across, and I don't have the shaper bit for it. So I mimicked it with the drill bit for the moment. Not that you couldn't do some shaping with the drill bit, that is. They also say this is a drill press. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out how you can use it as a drill press. Except manually just loosening the screw. And letting the weight of the drill drill the hole. With the two V-shaped grooves that are in the top and the bottom of the plate, it would hold any round size object center, and you could drill a hole in it. Hey y'all, although I don't have the parts in the one that I acquired, they also say you can use this for a saber saw. Also, I don't see it, but I don't have the parts, at least not that I can find. And let's see, what else here? Disc sander, we got that. Table saw, shaper with the drill bit. Oh, get the wheel right for you guys, huh? Shaper with the, like I said, I used the drill bit because I didn't have the shaping bit that it came with. And if you go down here, number 1 says it's a portable drill press, which again, I think you gotta just let the motor do the drilling, the weight of the motor do the drilling. Number 2 is a standard drill press, we saw that. Number 3 is the automatic centering dial, that I like. Number 4 is the fork dial, which is also the same thing as the centering dial. I think that might be for making extended dials like the Festool does, or the beginning of what's called a square hole mortise machine, but you have to chisel out the ends. Number 5 is an angle drill. Can't figure that one out either. Number 6 is a multi-drill. Okay. Number 7 is an end drill. hold that big hole heavy thing up in the air. I guess you could do it or lay it on the ground or lay it on the countertop. Number 8 is a tubing jig. That is that little notch in the bottom of them to squeeze it between the two clamps and drill a hole in the tubing. I have the parts for that. I guess I should demonstrate that. And number 9 is a horizontal multi-drill. Okay, I guess. I'm too sexy for myself. Too sexy for myself. Too sexy. Oh, camera's on. Better record that. Yep. Hey, my friends, how y'all doing? That's a pretty neat little tool for back in the 60s, huh? If I got my information right, it was actually made by Universal Electric from 61 to 68, I think it was, or 67. They sold about 5,000 of them is what I can find out. Price a little confusing. It says basic unit around $395, the whole thing around $1,200. $1,200 back in the late 60s, that'd buy you a car, man. I don't know if I'd buy this for $1,200 back in the 60s. But anyway, there's a modern day shopsmith tool that's similar to this. It's a multifunctional tool, but it's in a very large scale, freestanding, where you can mount everything from a lathe to a table saw to a bandsaw, a drill press. They're all attachments that mount on the machine. And I think it's called a shopsmith. I'm not quite certain. But this is an antique, and y'all might have noticed I have 1 or 2 other antique tools in my museum here. So, hope you like it. Got to get back to work on my countertop and these 2 jigs that I'm making. So, see y'all in a little bit, and I'll be back.